What's up, y'all? I'm out here at Point of Rocks here in Sarasota, Florida, just south of Siesta Beach. It's so cold. It's like 30 degrees right now. That's like really cold for down here. I'm not used to this. I'm from Chicago originally, but this isn't fun. But I got something really cool right here, and I'll show you guys. And then this is, again, something that I'm always looking for just to get out, just because it's crazy how much of it washes up, but just this fishing line. See if I could pull this out somehow, but this stuff just gets tangled on everything. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's a big hook. Look at that. That's cool. Just get that fishing line and throw that away, but that's a big hook. I didn't think that was at the end of it. That's why you gotta be careful when you pick this stuff up if you want to throw it away, but crazy to see that. Good morning, how's everybody doing? My name is Danny. I went out to Siesta Key the last few days for like a super low tide that we were having, and I was able to get a bunch of trash out of the ocean. It was in the ocean, and then during low tide, a lot of like the rocks and like just different parts of Siesta caught a lot of the trash that washed in, and I'll show you guys a little video of what I came across. All right, so this is everything right on top of this piece of wood I have right here, right outside my apartment. I've got some bottles and stuff. We'll start over here. Just got a glass bottle I found washed up. That's not good. But it was cool to find it because you can find some older bottles. But yeah, just a bunch of cans, whole cans, and then you got pieces of cans and stuff like that that washes up. Oh shoot. Just cups, and just found a 2-liter that was washed up, and just smaller bottles and stuff. Got just like pieces of tube and stuff that I showed you before, pieces of crab trap. Nothing crazy, like it's all normal stuff I guess that washes up, but these are all bottoms of bottles that are broken. This would be crazy if you were to step on that, so it's good to, again, just get all that, clean that up out of the environment, because some of this is just wicked looking. Like if you were to step on that, that'd be crazy. But yeah, just a bunch of the bottoms of the bottles or whatever right there. You got some net, like that you'd get like oranges or mandarins in or whatever. Got a couple of those out, and then a bunch of sunglasses. There's probably, I don't know, 10 to 15 pairs of sunglasses. Like they're not complete or anything like that, but a lot of them are just broken. Yeah, so cool to find some of those. You can find Ray-Bans and Oakleys and nice pairs of sunglasses mixed in with all this trash. I didn't find any nice ones, but I did find all these trashy ones, and again, just good to pick them up and throw them away. Got another beer can. I don't know what this thing is. I don't know if it's something to a boat, some type of capsule. It has a little bit of weight to it, probably like 3 pounds, so that's kind of weird. Just more trash, pieces of the bottoms of the cans. Fishing line. I showed you guys in the video that big hook. I don't know where it's at right now, but that's somewhere right here. And then got some just line, and yeah, line for like the crab traps and stuff like that. So their bottles and goggles and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of trash I was able to get out, which is awesome here in the last like 4 or 5 days that I went out. And these are obviously just broken tops of the bottles, so it's kind of interesting to see the tops all right there, and then you got like the bottoms of them right there, and it just shows that then when that happens, then you got to worry about the shards that are just all washed up. And I put a little pile of shards that I found right here. And it's not sea glass, like it's not natural. And it's not tumbled around, so it's not cool to collect it and make necklaces or whatever you do with it. It's literally just broken glass that blew up, and then you have, like I said, the tops of them. You get to find a bunch of the bottoms of them. You just find the shards. So it's good to throw that away if you see it, because to step on that, if you were a tourist here in Sarasota on Siesta or something, that would just not be good. That would end your vacation if if you stepped right through that glass or stepped on top of that or something in the sand. That would not be good. Yeah, so a lot of good stuff I was able to get out of the ocean. And then, like I said, I found some cool stuff. That's all the good stuff, shells and fossils and stuff like that, but I'll have that on my YouTube channel as maybe a separate video. These are really cool too. So these are dugong rib bone fragments. They're like a dime a dozen, so they're really easy to find out here in Florida in general, anywhere like in the creeks, in the rivers, in the lakes, like construction zones and stuff like that, where the ground is being trimmed up and stuff, and you find this stuff. After a good rain, you'll find just all types of fossils here in Florida. But these are called dugong rib bone fragments, so it's an extinct species of the manatee family, I believe. And these are just rib bone fragments of the manatees, which is crazy. So you can find ones that are way bigger than these, but these are actually, they're still decent size. But I like using them for landscaping in front of my apartment to hold in like the mulch. It's just kind of cool to use them to some degree, but I thought it'd be cool to try to sell these to like a farmer's market for like $1 a piece or something, because it's still pretty cool to know that it's a fossil. But yeah. All right, and then this is all the good stuff that I found after finding all that trash that I showed you before. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and then YouTube. And then I'm gonna try to find some other like social media platforms to post this stuff on. But yeah, I found a bunch of trash and it took up this whole board. And then this is all the good stuff that I have right here. I'll start on this side. So you got, let's start off with this. I thought this was kind of funny, but it's one of those old cans that you can just see the pull tab, like where that would have been. And it just says, please don't litter. And I took a picture of that just so you guys could see that here in a little bit. But I just thought that was funny with all the trash I found before. Just people be littering and stuff, so that's crazy. But yeah, I found a fishing lure that was on that rope before. I don't know if I showed that as well. But then got like a little ring, a butterfly on it, which is kind of cool. Just a little kid's ring. Just other few of the lettered olives. So these aren't that big. You could find these that are like double this size. So this one's okay. But yeah, I found 3 of those, a bunch of lightning whelks, different colors and sizes and stuff like that. These are the biggest ones down here. This one's pretty good size. Again, you can find these that are way bigger than that. But yeah, so that's cool. Bunch of fighting conchs. And I don't kill or remove any marine life from any of these, any of like the original owners or anything that's living in them. If there's anything living in them, I put them right back. But these are all found, just clean out, and just super pretty, really nice colors. You just put some baby oil on these and it'll bring the color right back out. And just cool to give them away to friends, or again, just to try to sell them for like $1 or $2 a piece or something like that. But they're really cool. So found a few of those, and then got some shark size, and these are really cool. This is the biggest one I found in my hand. Again, that's a good size one right there. But yeah, these are all found, clean out, super pretty. I only keep the best of the best, ones that aren't chipped or cracked or smell or have any algae or anything like that. So shark size right there. Just got a couple clams right here. These are really pretty. Really cool colors. Once you put baby oil on these, again, the colors that come out of these are just amazing. And they're just really neat shells. Handshaking. You got the giant cockles right here. Again, you can find ones that are this big that are just huge. And these are all clean out, obviously. Like I said, I gotta clean that one actually a little bit more, but nothing living in them when I found them. I got baby, like juvenile, like horse conchs, and these get pretty big. And then I got a piece of one that would have been probably 3 times the size of the top of this. So it's just the top of the horse conch, which is a state shell. I know that I had that in a previous video, that's the state shell of Florida. And so these are just like the baby ones, and they grow to get really big. And then I've got the best stuff right over here, and right in the middle you got the Junonias. And these are pretty hard to find because they live way out in the ocean, pretty deep. So for them to wash in and be complete or like semi-complete like this is pretty hard to find. I think. But yeah, so these can go for like $150 to $200 online. If you find them complete, in good shape, and not chipped or cracked or anything like that, they can go for some money online. They're the hardest shell to find, and in the previous 4 days I found 3 of them. I found 2 in the same day. I think it was those 2 I found in the same day. I found that the next day. Yeah, so found some Junonias, which are really cool. And I got some banded tulips, and these are all really cool. These can get pretty big. Like this one's pretty nice sized tulip right there. And again, they just come in all shapes and sizes and colors, and really pretty. And this is a lightning wilk, which is really crazy to see, but the curvature on that is just amazing, because that compared to like this one, you can see how it's just, it should be like coming straight down right there in the middle, but it just bends off to the side, which is crazy looking. So, and this one kind of bends, I guess they all bend a little bit to the right, but kind of cool to find one that's like so bent like that. And then got some cone shells right here. They're all kind of beat up and not in the best shape. Like this one's probably the best shape right here. It's like complete, but it's like worn out pretty good. Cool to find those and pick those up. And I got a piece of pottery right here, or just a piece of plate or something, piece of china maybe. So it's cool to find that. Found a couple of figurines right there. Found a couple fossilized horse teeth. In my video the other day when I found them, I was explaining that, you know, these aren't that easy to find here in Sarasota on the beaches and stuff. So that was cool to come across these fragments of them. And then got this bottle lastly. And so what's cool about this, it says 45 on the bottom. You can see right there, it says 45. And what I'm guessing is this is from 1945, and that, you know, it's just been tumbling around in the Gulf for how long, you know, wherever it was thrown into the Gulf and stuff, or maybe it was buried for a long time, and then after a storm it just came up out of the sand and then just, you know, rolled its way in. But for it to not be chipped or cracked or anything like that, except for that little chip at the lip right there, and it's just a food jar, like it's not embossed or anything like that outside the number on the bottom of it. There's no embossing, and it's not super old, but it's cool to know that something that old was in the Gulf for that long and never chipped or cracked, again, except for the chip on the lip right there. But that was cool to find. So yeah, a lot of good finds. The Junonias definitely were the coolest finds for sure. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of just a little compilation with just some videos and pictures and everything of what I came across when I was out at Point of Rocks and when I was out at Siesta, just walking up and down the beaches and everything like that. Again, it's just so important to clean up our environment and our beaches and our oceans. And I know the Gulf of Mexico is in an ocean. I called it the ocean before, but it's like part of the ocean. But it's just so important to take care of, you know, this earth that we were given, and we just got to protect it. So I'm just glad that I'm able to get out and serve the community and help out the marine life and visitors and locals and just anybody who's going to our beaches, you know, just trying to protect them from stuff that they could be stepping on or getting caught up in, if it's fishing line and stuff like that. Yeah, I hope y'all liked the video. Please like, share, and subscribe the video if you guys liked the content and everything that was in the video. I'm trying to make this again my full-time job if possible. So if you'd like to support me, I'll have my Venmo at the end of the video. This is just something on my heart that I've always enjoyed doing, from cleaning the Fox River that went through my hometown of Oswego, Illinois, which was a suburb of Chicago. I'd go and do trash walks like once a week for like a 6-month span or like a year span or something like that, just a couple years ago, and would just do the best I could with trying to clean up the environment around up there. And just when I lived in Hawaii, I'd go snorkeling and stuff like that and find all types of stuff, broken glass, and just everything that I have been making my last couple videos on YouTube about, and then been posting on other social media. But just the different places I've lived: Charleston, South Carolina, San Diego, then here in Sarasota. It's just so important. Everywhere you go, you're going to see trash. It's just so important and so vital for, you know, us to get out there and clean up where we live. So I'd encourage you all to get out there and clean, you know, around your town or around your city or wherever you live, and go to the waterways, go on the sides of the roads, go to your local parks, to the ocean, and just do trash cleanups just to clean up the environment and serve your community. It's an easy, very easy, simple way of giving back, both to the animals and the creatures that live, you know, in the water and on land, and to the locals and the tourists and whoever's hanging out in your city that can be affected by the garbage. So it's just awesome to get out there and do the best you can with that. And that's the reason why I'm making these videos. I just want to bring awareness to cleaning our, you know, just where we live, and just our environments that are so beautiful and just so pretty and just so awesome in so many different ways. And that's why Sarasota is just so popular, is because people from around the world want to come here for the pristine white beaches, seeing dolphins and manatees, and just the awesome water, the awesome sunsets, everything like that. And so it's just so important to protect that stuff from the trash that's being, you know, somehow finding its way into the Gulf, and then onto our beaches and into the dunes, and just washing in from the Gulf. So it's just so important to get out there and clean this stuff up. And I hope that my videos are bringing awareness to that, and that, again, you guys can just share and subscribe, and you know, let people know, and just get the word out there, and like, let's make this a big thing, because I don't see a lot of people doing stuff like this, of just, you know, going out and doing trash cleanups and stuff like that, for how easy it is and how much of an influence you could be on the environment, again, and not just for us now in this present time, but for, you know, future generations to want to clean up after themselves, and clean up our environment, whether we made the mess or not. And it'll affect for years these cities and these towns and the waterways and everything like that, the oceans. If we clean up now, it'll make such a big difference for the future, for people to not want to litter or leave stuff, you know, around on the ground, so that it won't, you know, find its way into our oceans and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just something on my heart that's always been something that always gets me frustrated, but it gets me pumped up to know that I can just go out there and serve our community in such a big way, but such an easy way, of just cleaning up after people who leave stuff, or if it just, you know, finds its way from rivers and streams and stuff like that, all the way, and just finds its way to our oceans somehow, which is just so sad. But yeah, hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.